Hello and welcome to our comprehensive guide on a topic that touches many lives: inflammation. Many of us experience aches, stiffness, or general discomfort without fully understanding the root cause. Often, the culprit is chronic inflammation, a silent, persistent internal process that can slowly erode our health, leading to joint pain, fatigue, and even chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and certain autoimmune conditions. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools to combat this silent threat is already in your kitchen? Yes, the food we eat plays a monumental role in either fueling or fighting inflammation. In this in-depth video, we will embark on a journey to understand chronic inflammation, its profound impact on our bodies, and most importantly, how to harness the incredible power of anti-inflammatory foods to bring relief, improve your quality of life, and protect against long-term health issues. We'll explore the science behind these foods, delve into practical dietary changes, discuss crucial lifestyle adjustments, and even touch upon when to seek professional medical advice. Whether you're struggling with persistent joint pain, managing a chronic condition, or simply aiming for better overall health, this video is designed to provide you with valuable, actionable insights. Get ready to transform your understanding of food as medicine and take control of your health. Let's begin. Before we dive into solutions, let's understand the problem. What exactly is inflammation, and why does it become chronic? Inflammation is your body's natural defense mechanism, a vital process that helps heal injuries and fight off infections. Think of it like a fire brigade. When you cut your finger or catch a cold, your immune system rushes to the site, causing redness, swelling, heat, and pain. These are acute inflammatory responses. This acute inflammation is short-lived and essential for recovery. The problem arises when this fire brigade stays on high alert indefinitely, even when there's no immediate threat. This is chronic inflammation. Unlike acute inflammation, chronic inflammation is subtle and persistent, often without obvious symptoms in its early stages. It's like a low-grade fire smoldering silently within your body, causing damage over time. So, what ignites and sustains this chronic fire? Several factors contribute to chronic inflammation. Firstly, our diet plays a massive role. The typical Western diet, rich in processed foods, refined sugars, unhealthy trans fats, and excessive red meat, can be highly pro-inflammatory. These foods trigger immune responses, creating a constant state of low-grade inflammation. Secondly, lifestyle factors are crucial. A sedentary lifestyle, lack of physical activity, significantly contributes to inflammation. Chronic stress, whether from work, relationships, or financial pressures, releases stress hormones that can promote inflammation. Poor sleep quality and insufficient sleep hours disrupt the body's natural healing processes and escalate inflammatory markers. Smoking and excessive alcohol consumption are also well-known inflammatory triggers. Thirdly, environmental factors like exposure to toxins and pollutants can also play a part. Lastly, certain genetic predispositions and underlying conditions like autoimmune diseases, where the immune system mistakenly attacks healthy tissues, are significant causes. Now, let's connect chronic inflammation to the symptoms and diseases it causes. Joint pain, stiffness, and swelling are classic signs, especially in conditions like osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. But inflammation extends far beyond joints. You might experience persistent fatigue, brain fog, difficulty concentrating, or memory issues. Digestive problems like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, Crohn's disease, or ulcerative colitis are often linked to gut inflammation. Skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, and persistent acne can also be manifestations. Weight gain, particularly around the abdomen, is often associated with systemic inflammation. Moreover, chronic inflammation is a key driver in the development and progression of many chronic diseases, including cardiovascular diseases like heart attacks and strokes, type 2 diabetes, certain types of cancer, and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Understanding these connections is the first step towards taking control. By identifying the root causes and recognizing the symptoms, we can begin to implement strategies to cool the inflammatory fire. Now that we understand what chronic inflammation is and how it impacts our health, let's talk about the good news. You have significant power to influence it through your diet and lifestyle. This section will be a deep dive into practical, actionable solutions. The cornerstone of fighting inflammation is adopting an anti-inflammatory diet. This isn't a restrictive diet. It's a way of eating that emphasizes whole, unprocessed foods rich in antioxidants, fiber, and healthy fats while minimizing foods that promote inflammation. Think of it as embracing a colorful, nutrient-dense plate. Let's explore the key principles and specific food categories. First, the principle of eat the rainbow. This means prioritizing a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. Aim for at least 7 to 9 servings daily. These foods are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that directly combat inflammation and oxidative stress. For example, berries like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and blackberries are powerhouses of anthocyanins, which are potent antioxidants. Cherries, especially tart cherries, are known for their strong anti-inflammatory properties, particularly beneficial for joint pain and gout. Pomegranates and citrus fruits, like oranges and grapefruits, also offer significant antioxidant benefits. When it comes to vegetables, focus on leafy greens such as spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard. Brightly colored vegetables like bell peppers, especially red and yellow, carrots, and tomatoes, rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that becomes more bioavailable when cooked with a little healthy fat, are also essential additions. Try to incorporate a variety into every meal. Next, let's talk about healthy fats. Not all fats are created equal. Omega-3 fatty acids are incredibly anti-inflammatory. They help reduce the production of inflammatory molecules. The best sources are fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring, and anchovies. Aim for at least 2 servings per week. If you're vegetarian or vegan, plant-based omega-3s are found in flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. These contain ALA, alpha-linoleic acid, which the body can convert to EPA and DHA, though less efficiently than direct sources. Another superstar is extra virgin olive oil. It's rich in monounsaturated fats and compounds like oleocanthal, which has anti-inflammatory effects similar to ibuprofen. Use it for cooking at moderate temperatures and as a dressing. Avocados are another excellent source of monounsaturated fats, fiber, and antioxidants, making them a great addition to your diet. Nuts and seeds beyond flax and chia, such as almonds, pecans, and sunflower seeds, provide healthy fats, fiber, and vitamin E, another potent antioxidant. Whole grains and legumes are your friends. Unlike refined grains that can spike blood sugar and contribute to inflammation, whole grains like oats, quinoa, brown rice, farro, and whole wheat bread pasta, in moderation, provide fiber that helps regulate blood sugar, promotes healthy gut bacteria, and reduces inflammation. Fiber is crucial for gut health, and a healthy gut microbiome is directly linked to reduced systemic inflammation. Legumes, such as beans, black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, and lentils are also packed with fiber, plant-based protein, and various micronutrients that support an anti-inflammatory state. They are incredibly versatile and can be incorporated into soups, stews, salads, and main dishes. Now let's turn our attention to the incredible power of spices and herbs. These aren't just for flavor. Many have profound medicinal properties. Turmeric, particularly its active compound curcumin, is perhaps the most famous anti-inflammatory spice. It has been extensively studied for its ability to block inflammatory pathways in the body, making it incredibly beneficial for joint pain and various chronic conditions. To enhance its absorption, always combine turmeric with black pepper. Ginger is another powerful anti-inflammatory, known for soothing digestive issues and reducing muscle pain and soreness. You can add it fresh to teas, stir-fries, or smoothies. Garlic isn't just a flavor enhancer. It contains sulfur-containing compounds that have anti-inflammatory and immune-boosting effects. Cinnamon help stabilize blood sugar, which indirectly reduces inflammation. Other beneficial herbs and spices include rosemary, thyme, oregano, and green tea, which is rich in catechins, potent antioxidants. Incorporate these into your daily cooking as much as possible. What about protein? Choose lean protein sources. Fish, as mentioned for omega-3s, is excellent. Poultry like chicken and turkey, skinless, is a good lean option. For plant-based protein, rely on legumes, tofu, tempeh, and nuts, seeds. If you consume red meat, opt for lean cuts and consume in moderation, perhaps 1 to 2 times per week. Avoid processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli meats, as they are highly inflammatory. Now that we've covered the what to eat, let's briefly touch upon foods to limit or avoid to effectively reduce inflammation. The biggest culprits are processed sugars found in sodas, candies, pastries, and many packaged foods. They rapidly spike blood sugar and trigger inflammatory responses. Refined carbohydrates like white bread, white pasta, and white rice behave similarly to sugar in the body. Trans fats, often found in fried foods, baked goods, and some margarines, are highly inflammatory and detrimental to heart health. Excessive saturated fats, commonly found in fatty red meats, full-fat dairy, and processed foods, should also be limited. Certain vegetable oils, high in omega-6 fatty acids, like soybean oil, corn oil, and sunflower oil, when consumed in excess relative to omega-3s, can also promote inflammation. Aim for a balanced ratio. Finally, excessive alcohol consumption can also fuel inflammation. Let's put this into practice with some sample meal ideas for an anti-inflammatory diet. For breakfast, try oatmeal topped with a handful of berries, sliced almonds, and a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a spinach and mushroom omelet cooked with olive oil. For lunch, a large colorful salad with mixed greens, bell peppers, cucumber, chickpeas, grilled salmon, and an olive oil and lemon dressing is perfect. Alternatively, a lentil soup with a side of whole grain crackers. For dinner, consider baked salmon with roasted broccoli and quinoa, or a chicken and vegetable stir-fry with plenty of ginger and garlic, cooked in a minimal amount of olive oil. Snacks can include an apple with almond butter, a handful of walnuts, or a small bowl of Greek yogurt with berries. Beyond diet, lifestyle factors are incredibly powerful. Regular physical activity is non-negotiable. Even moderate exercise, like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling for 30 minutes most days of the week, can significantly reduce inflammatory markers. It helps manage weight, improves circulation, and boosts mood. Stress management techniques such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, or spending time in nature can lower stress hormones that fuel inflammation. Prioritize quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours per night. Sleep deprivation increases inflammatory cytokines. Ensuring adequate hydration by drinking plenty of water throughout the day is also vital for overall bodily functions and detoxification. Finally, maintaining a healthy body weight is crucial, as excess adipose tissue, especially around the abdomen, is metabolically active and produces inflammatory compounds. Remember, these changes don't have to happen overnight. Start with small, sustainable steps. Each healthy choice builds upon the last, creating a powerful ripple effect towards a less inflamed, healthier you. While dietary and lifestyle changes are incredibly powerful, it's essential to understand when professional medical solutions might be necessary. This section will guide you on when to seek a doctor's advice and what medical interventions might involve. First and foremost, if you are experiencing persistent, severe, or worsening joint pain, stiffness, or other symptoms that significantly impact your daily life, it's crucial to consult a healthcare professional. Do not delay seeking medical attention if you notice new or unusual symptoms, especially if they appear suddenly, are accompanied by fever, severe swelling, redness, or an inability to move a joint. These could be signs of underlying conditions that require immediate medical diagnosis and treatment. Early diagnosis is key to managing chronic inflammatory conditions effectively and preventing long-term damage. Your doctor will likely start with a thorough physical examination, Ask about your medical history and discuss your symptoms in detail. To accurately diagnose chronic inflammation and its underlying causes, they may recommend various diagnostic tests. These can include blood tests to check for specific inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein, CRP, and erythrocyte sedimentation rate, ESR, which indicate general inflammation in the body. Other blood tests might look for antibodies or specific genetic markers associated with autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis. Imaging tests like X-rays, MRIs, or ultrasounds might be used to assess joint damage, bone erosion, or inflammation in soft tissues. Depending on the diagnosis, medical treatments can vary. For conditions like rheumatoid arthritis or severe osteoarthritis, your doctor might prescribe medications. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs like ibuprofen or naproxen, are often used to reduce pain and inflammation in the short term, but long-term use can have side effects, particularly on the stomach and kidneys. Corticosteroids, such as prednisone, are powerful anti-inflammatory drugs that can provide rapid relief, but they also have significant side effects with prolonged use. For autoimmune conditions, disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, DMARDs, and biologic agents are often prescribed. These medications work by targeting specific parts of the immune system to slow down the progression of the disease and reduce inflammation. Physical therapy and occupational therapy play a vital role in managing joint pain and improving function. A physical therapist can teach you exercises to strengthen muscles around affected joints, improve flexibility, and reduce pain. An occupational therapist can help you adapt daily activities to protect your joints and maintain independence. While diet and lifestyle are foundational, medical professionals can provide necessary interventions, especially when inflammation is severe or caused by specific autoimmune conditions. Always discuss any supplements or dietary changes with your doctor, especially if you are on medication, to ensure they are safe and don't interfere with your treatment. The goal is a collaborative approach. As we near the end of our journey, let's consolidate our knowledge into actionable prevention strategies. The most effective way to combat chronic inflammation is to prevent it from taking root in the first place, or to manage it effectively before it escalates. This requires a holistic and consistent approach to your health. The first and most critical strategy is adopting an anti-inflammatory diet as a permanent lifestyle choice. Not just a temporary fix. Make whole, unprocessed foods the foundation of your meals. Abundance of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains. Minimize or eliminate processed foods, refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and excessive red and processed meats. Think of food as your primary medicine cabinet, filled with potent compounds designed to protect and heal. Secondly, prioritize regular physical activity. You don't need to be an athlete. Consistency is far more important than intensity. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. This could be brisk walking, swimming, cycling, dancing, or even gardening. Exercise helps maintain a healthy weight, reduces stress, and directly lowers inflammatory markers in the body. Thirdly, master stress management. Chronic stress is a silent inflammatory trigger. Incorporate daily practices that help you relax and de-stress. This could be mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, spending time in nature, listening to calming music, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. Find what works for you and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Fourthly, ensure adequate and quality sleep. Sleep is when your body repairs and regenerates. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. And optimize your sleep environment to be dark, quiet, and cool. Fifthly, maintain a healthy weight. Excess body fat, particularly visceral fat around the abdomen, is metabolically active and produces inflammatory chemicals. Losing even a modest amount of weight can significantly reduce systemic inflammation and alleviate pressure on your joints. This ties back directly to diet and exercise. Sixthly, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Water is essential for every bodily function, including detoxification and nutrient transport, both of which support an anti-inflammatory state. Lastly, regular health checkups and open communication with your doctor are vital. Even if you feel well, routine checkups can help monitor inflammatory markers and catch any potential issues early. Discuss your diet, lifestyle, and any symptoms or concerns with your healthcare provider. They can offer personalized advice and guidance. Remember, prevention is about consistency and a long-term commitment to self-care. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and making conscious choices every day that support a vibrant, inflammation-free life. Each small step you take, from choosing a healthy snack to taking a short walk, contributes to a powerful cumulative effect. Embrace this journey of proactive health, and you'll find yourself not only preventing disease, but thriving with renewed energy and vitality. We've reached the end of our in-depth exploration into anti-inflammatory foods and their profound impact on joint pain and chronic diseases. Throughout this video, we've uncovered the insidious nature of chronic inflammation, understood its myriad causes and widespread symptoms, and most importantly, equipped ourselves with powerful, practical strategies to combat it. We've seen how a simple shift in our dietary choices, embracing a rainbow of fruits and vegetables, incorporating healthy fats, whole grains, and protein spices can transform our internal environment, from one that fosters inflammation to one that promotes healing and vitality. We've also highlighted the crucial role of lifestyle factors, regular exercise, stress management, quality sleep, and maintaining a healthy weight as integral components of an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every small, conscious choice you make,